Last week, I made this video on the reworked Crab King fight in the beta of Don't Starve Together. In the video, I made a few suggestions, and it seems like we may have been on the same page with these ideas because we actually got some of them added to the fight in the beta update this Tuesday. Here's what just changed. When Crab King does his ice platform and summon guards, he'll now go into this short phase where he taunts the player, and it creates this very short grace period that gives the player a few seconds to get onto the platform, maybe deal with a couple crab guards, and start attacking the ice wall all before the healing starts. This is an excellent change. It adds incentive to deal more directly with crab guards, and there's much less unavoidable healing going on. I've been saying that unavoidable healing has been this specter lingering over the fight for years, and I am so glad to see it finally getting addressed. It also seems like they changed the way the platform spawns. If the geysers don't push boats far enough away, then the platform just spawns around the boats. This seems like it was meant to punish players for trying to anchor their boat in place because it traps your boat until the ice melts. Ironically, what the claws used to do. The pathfinding of the claws has also been improved, and it makes the first phase a little bit trickier than before. The claws come straight at you, so unless you have some sort of damage modifier, they're very likely to reach you before you get to phase 2. This is really cool because in most cases it will extend the length of the first phase and make it more than just, a hold F and pray party. You gotta deal with the claws or bait them out and sail back in. The pathfinding also lets you draw them over to one side of your boat, and it's really nice if you're trying to lure them away from the boss so you can row back and do more damage. You can stand on one side of the boat and they'll all scoot over to your side. It's really great. The third change is that after the healing phase, you need to do one of two things before Crab King starts his next healing phase. Either you need to kill all of the claws that summon, or do enough damage directly to the boss. Now, I think this is one of the best changes that they could have made. It makes the phase so much more than the waiting room that it used to be. You have to actually do something now, whether that be bait the claws while ramming towers, or actually kill the claws. And it's usually not that tricky to kill the claws. I mean, even in a Pearled Crab King fight, as long as you're not using green gems, you can kill each of the claws with just 3 hits of a dark sword. And you could totally kite them around your boat once you figure out their swipe range. Or you could just load up with green gems and bait them out of the way. These changes really tie up a lot of loose ends I personally felt about the fight. Honestly, I'm kind of struggling to imagine how to improve it more at this point. It is such a fun fight for me to do. I love the sailing, the kiting, healing my character, and healing the boat, and really not a whole lot of item swapping in general. The fight is so much better than it used to be, and Clay is managing to keep it moderately challenging as well. There's just a couple weird things still going on that I'm guessing are bugs, so I wouldn't file this in with the gameplay criticism, but I am still posting here for posterity, and hopefully they get fixed. There is still this weird delay between breaking an ice wall and being able to target the boss. I am spam clicking on the boss until that attack option appears. I get that they don't want the boss to be targetable before the wall goes down, but if this delay persists, then maybe it's not the end of the world if we can target the boss at all times. It would definitely open up options for using projectiles to cancel the healing while we dealt with crab guards. It would also mean we could actually use blue gems and not worry about the boosted health of the ice walls. This is a small thing, but I do hope they consider it. But the more important thing is that the ice platform destroys bumpers when it breaks. Every single Crab King bumper I've had break in my survival world so far has been because of this. It's clearly a bug, and it definitely needs patching because bumpers are incredibly useful in this fight now. That is all I got. I think the fight is in really an amazing place. The challenge, the boss HP, the resource cost, it all seems really balanced for a mid-game boss fight. Hats off to Clay, 10 out of 10 fight. I don't know if you've been watching the videos or this was just great minds, blah blah blah, but thank you so much for these improvements. I'll try to cover any other changes during the beta, but I am going on vacation for a week starting Saturday, so you'll have to let me know in the comments how the changes are if anything else happens. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in July. Take care.